In today's class, we will revise a lesson from Blossoms, and the name of the lesson is Princess September, written by W. Somerset Maugham. So as you all know that this story mainly deals with the love that human beings have for birds. Humans share special bonds of loyalty and love with their pets. Now, birds are born to fly. They want to fly in the open sky and enjoy nature. They are the most free creatures on earth. But often we fail to understand that keeping them in cages means denying their rights to fly. Now, this story mainly shows the love and bonding between the two main characters, that is, Princess September and the little bird. At the end of the story, we see that September finally realizes the pain of the bird for being locked up in the cage and sets him free. The bird also promises that he would come back to her and would never forget her. Now we shall deal with the questions. So let's begin. Long answer type questions. So students, I will be discussing the answers with you all, but please try to frame the answers using your own words. Also read the chapter thoroughly. So let's begin. Question number 1. Who was Princess September? Part B of the same question. Why did she clap her hands with delight? So the first part's answer can be written in this way, that Princess September was the daughter of the king of Siam. You can write the second part's answer in this way, that September was weeping alone one day in her own room when she saw a little bird hop in. The bird began to sing. When he had finished, the princess was not crying any more and said that the song was very nice. The little bird asked her whether she wanted him to live with her, and hearing this, September clapped her hands with delight. Question number 2. Why was September feeling uneasy when her sisters left? So the probable answer is September felt very uneasy because it seemed to her that the little bird was away a long time and she could not think what he was doing. She feared that he might forget her or start liking someone else. Question number 3. Why did the bird not suspect anything? Part B of the same question. Why was he surprised? So you can write the first part's answer in this way, that when Princess September put up her hand and took hold of the bird, he did not suspect anything as he was quite used to this. The second part's answer can be written in this way, that the little bird was surprised when September carried him to the cage, put him in, and shut the door on him. Question number 4. What happened when the dawn broke? So the probable answer to this question is, when the dawn broke, September was awakened by the little bird. The bird was calling her at the top of his voice and asked her to wake up. He wanted September to open the door of his cage and let him out because he wanted to have a good fly while the dew was still wet on the ground. Question number 5. How did the princess try to make the little bird happy? So the probable answer to this question is Princess September picked up the cage and walked down to the lake round which grew the willow trees. She told the bird that she would take him out every day so that he could enjoy nature. She loved him a lot and only wanted to make him happy. Question number 6. Why did September shut the bird in a golden cage? So this answer can be written as September shut the bird in a golden cage because she loved him a lot and wanted to have him all to herself. Next we have short answer type questions. Question number 1. What did Princess September and the little bird do as they went through the palace? So the probable answer is when Princess September went through the palace, she called on each of the princesses in turn, and for each of the princesses, the little bird sang a different song. Question number 2. Who stopped in the middle of the song and why? So you can write the answer in this way that the little bird stopped in the middle of the song because he was feeling uneasy being locked up in the cage. Therefore, he did not feel like singing that night. Question number 3. How did the bird try to free himself from the cage? So the probable answer is the little bird tried to slip through the bars of the cage, but he could not. He bet against the door, but he could not open it anyhow. Question number 4. Why did the princess give a startled cry? So the probable answer is that September gave a startled cry, for when she ran to the cage, she saw the little bird lay with his eyes closed and looked as if he were dead. Question number 5. What did the little bird say when it was granted freedom? So you can write the answer in this way that when the little bird was granted freedom, he said that he would come to September because he loved her a lot too. He would sing her the loveliest songs he knew. Though he would go far away, he would always come back and would never forget her. Next we have objective type questions. This you are going to solve on your own. Question number 1. Why did Princess September stretch out the first finger of her right hand? 2. Who were jealous of the princess? 3. What did September hear suddenly? 4. What did the bird eat? 5. Who did not feel like singing that night? 6. Why did September put the bird in the cage? 7. What looked different through the bars of the cage? 8. Why did September give a sob of relief? 9. Where did the princess place the bird? And number 10. Why did September keep her windows open day and night? Alright, let's continue. Now we are going to revise a lesson from grammar, and the name of the chapter is infinitives. Now, the infinitive consists of two words, to plus verb. Thus, the infinitive is formed from a verb. So, the infinitive usually begins with the word to and it is followed by the base form of a verb. Okay? Examples: to read, to eat, to play, etc. Let's look at the sentence example. I love to watch television. So in this sentence, to watch is the infinitive, right? The root form of the verb preceded by to is called the to infinitive. But after certain verbs and expressions, the infinitive is used without to. And in such cases where an infinitive without to is used, then it is called bare infinitive. Alright? Uses of infinitive. Number 1, as the subject of the verb. So the infinitive is used as the subject of the verb. Let's look at the example. To err is human. Err means to make mistakes. So in this sentence, the verb is, which is an auxiliary verb, right? To err is the infinitive, which is placed right in front of the auxiliary verb is, and therefore here the infinitive is the subject of the verb is, right? Next, it is used as the object of the transitive verb. Let's look at the example. Peter likes to play tennis. So you can see that the verb is likes in this sentence and the infinitive is to play, which is placed right after the verb likes. Therefore, in this sentence, the infinitive is acting as the object of the transitive verb. Next, as the complement of a verb. Now, what is that? It is the arrangement of one verb as the object of another verb. As you can see in the sentence given, Ria's greatest pleasure is to sing. So in this sentence, we have the auxiliary verb is, right? And after that, we have the infinitive to sing. Therefore, in this sentence, the infinitive to sing is the complement of the verb. Next, as the object of a preposition. Example, the speaker is about to begin. So in this sentence, the preposition is about and the infinitive is to begin, which is placed right after the preposition about. And therefore, in this sentence, the infinitive is acting as the object of a preposition. Next, as an object complement. What does that mean? Now, the definition of an objective complement is a noun, adjective, or pronoun that works with a verb. So, it can either be a noun, adjective, or pronoun that works with a verb, and names a direct object, right? Examples: I found him weeping. Next one, I saw him go. The infinitive is also used. Let's have a look. The first one says to qualify a verb, usually to express purpose. So the infinitive is also used to qualify a verb. Let's look at the example. He called to see my brother. So why did he call? For the purpose of seeing my brother, right? So in this sentence, the infinitive is used to qualify the verb, okay? And it also expresses a purpose, right? Next one, to qualify an adjective. Example, figs are good to eat. So in this sentence, the word good is the adjective or the describing word, and to eat is the infinitive. So here the infinitive is used to qualify the adjective, right? Next, to qualify a noun. Example, he is a man to be admired. So in this sentence, you can see that the word man is a noun or the naming word, and the infinitive is to be. So here the infinitive is used to qualify the noun, right? Next, to qualify a sentence. Example, he was terrified, so to speak. So here you can clearly see that the infinitive to speak is used to qualify the sentence. And the sentence over here is he was terrified, where he is the subject and was terrified is the predicate. So therefore, in this sentence, the infinitive is used to qualify a sentence. Note, after certain verbs like bid, let, see, hear, we use the infinitive without to. Right? So please remember these 3 points. The next one that we have is the infinitive without to is also used after has, better, had, rather, would, rather, sooner than, rather than. Next point is we use the infinitive without to after modal verbs like can, could, may, might, will, shall, would, should, must. So these are the modal verbs, right? Now here we have exercise number 1, and the instruction given is complete each of these sentences with a to infinitive. 1. Rahul forgot dash. 2. Do you intend dash. 3. She waits dash. 4. Tina decided dash. 5. Please help me dash. 6. The old man did not know dash. 7. He has promised dash. 8. Our country expects us dash. 9. We cannot allow him dash. 10. Will you give the poor woman something dash? 11, that book is difficult dash, and number 12 is Hindi is easy dash. Let's continue. In exercise 2, the instruction given is combine together the following pairs of sentences by using infinitive. Number 1, Napoleon was one of the greatest of generals. He is universally acknowledged so. 2, the meeting should start at 6. It is very important. 3, Dia has some work. She must do it tonight. 4, he will start work this week, but it seems unnecessary. 5, you should not play with explosives. It is dangerous. 6, Priya did not have a rupee with her. She could not buy a bottle of water. 7, I want to retire at 40. It is my ambition. 8, this bag is too heavy. You cannot lift it. So students, please go through all the rules and then solve the exercises carefully. Thank you.